Baby Miller has some choice words for Anthony Joshua, calling him a greedy, privileged, spoiled brat. Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read this article, go over some of the things that he said, what he told the Telegraph. Right? Gerald Big Baby Miller, Anthony Joshua's next opponent, has described the heavyweight champion as a money-greedy and privileged spoiled brat, claiming that their June 1st showdown at Madison Square Garden would be a rude awakening for the undefeated Briton. Joshua, holder of the WBO, IBF, and WBA heavyweight belts, will make his United States debut in Manhattan in a contest bringing together two unbeaten heavyweights. The fight to be aired streaming service DAZN in America. I'll definitely be checking it out because I have DAZN, or because I live in New York, I might go to the fight and watch it live. We'll see. He's privileged, right? He thinks that everything was given to Anthony Joshua, where he has earned everything. Nothing has been given to me like it was for him in the Olympics. Like I said before, he's fighting a different animal. I'm 300 pounds of lean, mean fighting machine. It's Big Baby versus Gstrings Joshua. He'll get his knickers in a twist when I go at him. Knickers in a twist? Don't sound like a Brooklyn cat to me. But anyway, he's definitely underestimating me a bit because I wasn't his first choice to fight. He didn't want to come over with the money to fight me, but the DAZN network and promoter Eddie Hearn made it happen. So he's giving Eddie Hearn and the DAZN props. He was kind of shocked by it. He's never been in with nobody like me before. It's hard to find sparring partners for me, a 300-pound guy that uses his body and throws as many punches as I do. It's going to be impossible when it comes to June 1st. It'll be a rude awakening. I do kind of agree. It's hard to find a sparring partner that's 300 pounds and throws as many punches as he does. We'll see if that causes problems in the fight itself on June 1st. That's just me adding my 2 cents to it. So, this is Gerald Miller having some choice words for Anthony Joshua, throwing some shots at him, hyping the fight up. He added, one thing about AJ is he's a greedy guy. He's all about the money first, and he doesn't like to share. Even though Dillian Whyte wanted 5 million pounds, he said he could have 4. That's still a lot of money, bro, for a guy he knocked out. But then Dillian Whyte said if he became the champion, he'd get 60-40 split. AJ said no. If he loses, he's still getting 60-40 split. That's outrageous. That's what happens. These guys, you've got to knock them off their pedestal. My deal's a little different than Dillian Whyte was getting. It's not 100% the best on the table, but it's better than what Dillian Whyte was getting. Okay. My manager knows the game. I'm undefeated. And I have American territory. I have to believe that was worded bad, which is what they wanted. So I've got a bigger sell for a global show. Is he a bigger sell on the global show than Dillian Whyte? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe he does have a point. He's not the biggest heavyweight star in America. We know who that belongs to. But does Big Baby Miller, does he have a point? I think he does in certain things. Look, this is the A side, B side scenario. The question is, are we going to single out AJ as the only A side that comes up with demands that he does? Like, let's take, for example, the Dillian Whyte deal. I happen to think that was a good deal for a guy he already knocked out, right? 4 to 5 million pounds is, I believe anywhere from 6 to 7 million, or maybe even a little bit more, U.S. dollars. So that's a lot of money for a guy he already beat. I'm not sure what Gerald Miller is getting, but it seems to me like he's pretty happy with the deal he's getting in terms of money and just having the shot to, in one fight, knock off a unified champion of 3 belts, which back in the days used to mean you were the undisputed champion. But this is his shot. This is his shot to make some big money and dethrone Anthony Joshua. Is Joshua a privileged fighter? I think he is. I think a lot of that was earned as well. Some of it was crafted carefully. You still got to go in there and win these fights, and he has. He still has a better resume than, if I had to say, most of the active heavyweights today. It's definitely up there, right? I don't see anybody else. I wouldn't say Fury has a better resume than he does. Maybe that you could say it's close, but in my opinion, I think Joshua has a bit of a better resume than he does. He definitely has a better resume than Deontay Wilder. But Alexander Povetkin, who's been around for a long time, it's pretty comparable. Being that he beat Povetkin, I would have to say, he has the better resume as of right now. I've never watched the Olympic Games of Anthony Joshua's fights, except one fight that I thought he lost to the Cuban guy. It was a close fight. It's a fight that he could have lost, and he looked like he got the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna say every matchup because I didn't see it, so I wouldn't know. I think Big Baby Miller is just trying to get under his skin. That's what he's trying to do. Is there some truth to, the high demands that Anthony Joshua wants? I believe so. We got this whole A-side, B-side politics, and that's part of boxing. The A-side always feels entitled to more money, more leverage in the negotiating table. So I wouldn't say it's only Anthony Joshua. If this stuff is true, not saying it's not. If it's all true, Anthony Joshua's not behaving in any different manner than a lot of these A-side fighters politically behave. So anyway, you guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think Big Baby Miller has a great point? Yeah, leave your comment. That's my video. Peace.